My stores have been really bad when it comes to stock for the past 2 or so months now. But in that time, I've started going to a new local toy store that I just recently found out about. It's actually the same type of local toy store as another one that's not too far from me. And these stores just get the most random stuff in. It's like every single time I go there, there's a different sort of Cars item. Sometimes we'll have singles. Sometimes there will be no singles and mini racer singles instead. Yes, this is the same store where I got the H.J. Hollis and J.D. McPillar last month. Sometimes we'll have mini racer 10-packs. Sometimes there won't be a single Cars item on shelves. It is always completely random, but more often than not, I walk out of that store buying something new. And I was very, very pleasantly surprised when I went there today searching for mini singles, and instead found almost all of the new 2021 Christmas cars. This is the first time the Christmas cars have ever had their own separate wave made in Vietnam, meaning that, for those of you who like collecting every single variant you can of characters, each guy this time around is a new variant. Now, I was able to get the Snowmobile here, Luigi and Guido, and Doc, which are 3 of the 4 cars that I didn't have from this year's Christmas assortment. I'm so glad to have Luigi and Guido and Doc. Always love having more of the Christmas cars. I've wanted Luigi and Guido for years, and I'm so glad to have gotten them as singles. Unfortunately, the one guy that they didn't have, they had all the rest of them, but I already have them, so I didn't pick them up. But the one guy they didn't have was the new Christmas Ramon. So unfortunately, I was not able to get him, but hopefully I will soon. All of these Christmas cars are great. I absolutely love their packaging this year, and I absolutely love this diecast release, the Snowmobile. As for those of you who don't know, this was a car canceled all the way back in 2010, finally seeing a release 11 years later. Anyway, guys, welcome back to another review. It's Christmas in October, apparently. Unfortunately, I still haven't found the Halloween Luigi and Guido this year, but I have found almost all of the Christmas cars, so I don't know what's going on. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Snowmobile or Snowmobile Reindeer, and the book that these cars are based off of, Mater Saves Christmas. Santa's reindeer are all snowmobiles. Unfortunately, while we're still yet to see a re-release of the Santa car, we now do have the reindeer snowmobiles. Let me just say, this is one of the most interesting looking diecasts I have ever seen. As you can see, the packaging this year is meant to resemble a snow globe, which definitely looks better when I angle the camera down lower like this. You can see the name tag is supposed to be the base of the snow globe. And inside of the snow globe, we have this really beautiful artwork of Christmas radiator springs, complete with some tire tracks down the middle of the road, as well as this lovely price tag that's like $2 more than it would be if it were sold at a normal store, but whatever. I found it. I'm not complaining. We've got these snowflakes. Of course, your typical Cars universe snowflakes with the wrenches inside of them. You can tell it's from 2021 because it has the weird metal logo on the packaging. On the back, no description or anything, but you can see the Christmas Luigi and Guido, Sally, Lightning, Ramon, Doc, Mater, and Sarge. Sarge actually, I believe, has a different looking prototype picture here. He doesn't look as highly caffeinated as we're used to with the Christmas Sarge, but really, really solid roster of Christmas cars this year, with 2 new ones with the Reindeer and Ramon, and a whole bunch of great re-releases. Again, Luigi and Doc have not been out for years, and I'm so glad to have them both. Doc, obviously, isn't here with me. He's, like, on the other side of my room, but I'll be reviewing him after Luigi and Guido. Strange that Fillmore didn't get a re-release this year. Like, that's a really odd choice. Like, you did Sarge, but not him. And another thing that I think is really unfortunate is that there's no Christmas flow yet. I think we really, really need a Christmas flow. As great as this reindeer snowmobile is, like, where is Christmas flow? She was pretty similar to Sally. She was just like herself with earmuffs. I think it was a really cute design, and it's unfortunate that we didn't get it, or are yet to get it, but hopefully we do. With this snowmobile being released, it's showing me that, honestly, anything is possible in the Cars diecast line. So here's the snowmobile out of the package, and this guy is absolutely tiny. I'm just going to pull a random McQueen from my table here so that you can see. This is Smell Swell McQueen next to this guy. Of course, an incredibly unique mold. Pretty wobbly when he rolls. A bit similar to Yeti, the Abominable Snowplow, in the fact that he has these sort of plastic treaded wheels. This is just such an interesting car. For those of you wondering, this is what the wheels look like from underneath. You know, in real life, only this back part here would have wheels, and all 4 of these wheels would be functioning wheels. But here, they're sort of like dummy wheels. They're not real wheels. We instead just have these 2 wheels at the bottom, which are very close together, and 2 wheels here on the skids, which again in real life would not have wheels on them. Pretty wobbly when he moves. Such an interesting car. As a snowmobile, it actually has like a human seating area, which is so odd. Just such an odd car. But hey, these are what they looked like in the book. Very interesting expression here. Of course, these are, again, supposed to be reindeer. You can see these things up top, which are supposed to be the antlers. I believe they might be representing smokestacks. I can't really tell. Very interesting mouth expression. This part, which is sort of supposed to be like the nose. We've got this design, which is the harness going around. Really like that design with all of those sort of diamond shapes. We've got this star design on the side. This is such a hard car to review because it's so difficult to describe. You can see the harness design, which honestly kind of looks like a ribbon wrapped around a present. That continues onto the seating area. Moving on to the back, you can see it's pretty blank. And then there is a look at the other side. Honestly, I can't believe that I have this in front of me. Like, it feels unreal. It feels like an Unreal Cars item. It looks so different from anything they've ever done, ever. And it looks so odd. It's such an interesting design. It's so different than literally anything they have ever made before. And it's so cool. Once again, there is a look at the base. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Who knows, maybe I'll buy like 7 more of these to have all of Santa's reindeer. I wouldn't count on it, but if I see one more, I'll probably buy at least one more. Very excited to try to find a use for this in Cars Adventures this holiday season. If you guys have any ideas for things I could do with it for Cars Adventures, definitely let me know, but I think I already have a few. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.